Let's shift focus to a different sector and a stock that has been looking very strong indeed. Escomars has been on a roll since yesterday. Anis Fazlboy joins in to talk about what's been happening with the business. Anis, morning. First one, update on what exactly is happening on the Reid and Taylor front, because we understood that you were to file the DRHP in June. Did that happen?
Actually, we are looking at, we are still working on it. The IPO is definitely being planned. I think we are looking at a closer to December, January time for this. So we are working on the documentation as we speak and should be filing pretty soon.
But have you finalized how much you want to raise and what kind of valuation you want to set for the Reid and Taylor issue?
I think those details are what are really being worked out right now. As we know that when GIC, the government of Singapore, invested in Reid and Taylor, they had the business had a valuation of over $820 million, and they took a 25% share. And business has been very strong, the markets have been strong, and the performance of Reid and Taylor has been very good. So we are hopeful that valuations will be very good and will exceed those numbers as well.
Anis, hi, morning to you.
Good morning.
Lots of hopes are riding high on the entire, Reid and Taylor listing and when it gets done, because of the way the entire luxury segment is growing.
Right.
What kind of a growth could you ascribe to the Reid and Taylor business, and what a market share growth do you, currently you're sitting at about 20% market share, I understand.
That's right.
How much of a growth do you think you could, cough up?
Yeah, I think we are looking at growth of about 30-35% in Reid and Taylor. The particular segment, this segment of formal wear and of luxury fabrics is a very strong growth segment within the Indian market. And I think the Reid and Taylor brand, both for fabrics and garments, has been very strong. The popularity, the recognition of the brand, both in cities and mini metros and all, has been very good. The product offering has been very wide. We have a good selection of price points, which makes the product excellent for that segment of the industry. And because of basic affluence in the country, because of growth in this segment, I think Reid and Taylor is well positioned. Of course, the business operates on high margins, and also it's a high profitable business. So I think the growth prospects for it are very strong, and also for the time of the IPO as well.
A concern for investors at this point has been, your overseas subsidiaries,
yes,
and a probable turnaround in that.
Yes.
While HMX has started to turn around a little bit, there's not been too much of a development with the other one, HVFC. Tell us exactly what is the scheme of things in terms of that. And
Sure. I think what is often being confused is that when Indian companies, because of the robust growth in India, people feel that when companies go external and start looking at overseas acquisitions, that this may not be the right strategic move. But our acquisitions have been very strategically positioned. They've been identified as very strategic business growth drivers for our Indian business as well. So whether it is the HMX business, which we have acquired in the US, and we hold now 34 brands in that country, and whether it was the acquisition of Lejuno in Italy, these are very strong businesses which act as fantastic front ends for us, for our businesses in India. So these have not been just ad hoc purchases just because it was the flavor of the day and everyone was going to acquire businesses overseas. These have specific benefits to us. The access to some of the top rated department stores in the US, a huge benefit to us. The access to the brands, we are growing in the branded segment. The ability to move some of the HMX brands to other global markets is a huge opportunity for us. To take some of our Indian brands into the US.
So if you can give us a timeline of when exactly do you hope to see the turnaround, in terms of numbers?
Yeah, I think within the next, this year itself, the international businesses will be all positive and have been operating positively, and we will definitely see synergies, as I talked about, coming from the following financial year setting in. Yeah.
Thanks, Anis, for stopping by. That's as Kumar say that hopefully by December, Jan, things should be tied up for the Reid & Taylor IPO. Not worked out specific valuations yet. The stock is still strong. The market as well has picked up a bit. 53.90 for the index. The breadth is okay. Lots of mid caps are moving around, especially from financials. We'll take a break, come back and talk more trade.